Welcome back to the BBR Draft League. After a very narrow loss last week, we go into week 2 looking for our first win. Our opponent today is Keegan, coach of the Olympique Flygon. If you enjoyed today's Draft League battle, hit the subscribe button and like the video. We are working our way to 500 subscribers by the end of the year, and your help would be awesome. Keegan was able to grab Dragapult as the 9th overall pick, which is insane. He also has access to Terra Fire and Fairy Volcarona, which luckily we have answers for. Iron Hands, Iron Jugulis, and Tauros are also somewhat scary to my team. He then complements this offense with very nice bulk in Vaporeon that can Wish Pass into Diancie and Uxie and keep them alive. This is probably going to be a longer game since we shut down each other's offensive pieces quite well, so let's have a look at the team that we are bringing. We are kicking off with our Iron Valiant, holding the Assault Vest this week. This might seem like a weird choice for an item, which it is, but it allows me to switch into Vaporeon a few times. Knockoff is very nice to get rid of Boots on Volcarona, and then Spirit Break and Leaf Blade should do good damage all around. Our Terra Captain Hydreigon is coming back with Terra Poison. This week we have a nasty plot set that can work so well if he doesn't play around it properly. Terra Poison is a great defensive type versus my opponent, and with my moveset, I can hit everything very hard. Snarl is to help with our WinCon Tyranitar to set up a bit easier. We are bringing back Dragon Dance Tyranitar with a Lumberry. If we can get to +2, we might be able to just win the game. It's been a while since I've seen a Dragon Dance Tyranitar sweep, so let's hope we can pull this one off. Air Balloon Heatran is mainly here because I am very scared of an offensive Trick Room Diancie, so this is my way of ensuring I don't get swept by it. Its goal is to set up hazards and spread chip damage with Magma Storm. Houndstone and Clodsire are the defensive backbone to the team. They should be able to deal with the big majority of my opponent's offensive threats. With that being said, let's hop into the game. Alright, so Keegan decided not to bring the Diancie or the Iron Jugulis. Those were the two mons I was really expecting. Potentially over Uxie and Lokix. I was a little bit unsure if he'd bring Volcarona just because even with his Terra typings, like, Heatran still pretty much walls it, like, to no end, so wasn't sure if he was going to bring that, but I think leading off with our Hydreigon is a fairly safe lead here. Just because we are able to Terrestrialize into a Poison type, I expect the Uxie to lead, so we might be able to scare it out there as well. Yeah, we're going to lead off Hydreigon, and we'll see where we are heading. So good luck, have fun to Keegan. I've known Keegan for so long, but I don't think we've actually played, which is crazy. And this is also a Wi-Fi battle, so even more crazy, even more exciting. But yeah, let's do this. We are 0-1, so I absolutely need to win. He is just going to lead off with Uxie, which is kind of what I expected. I am very much determined to just set up a nasty plot and then go for Snarl. So I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll see what this thing wants to switch into. Probably the Iron Hands if I had to guess. If we see a Vaporeon, that would be sick, but I'm thinking Iron Hands comes in here, and Iron Hands does absolutely come in here. Okay, now the thing is, if I Terrestrialize into a Poison type, this thing will have a very hard time at hitting me. I think I'm going to Terrestrialize and go for a Dragon Pulse. I want to find out if this thing could potentially be like Assault Vest or something. It doesn't get a Psychic move, so I'm just going to go ahead and click Dragon Pulse, and we'll see. We're definitely going to Terrestrialize. I don't feel like I need the Dark typing. I feel like a Poison type is much better in this matchup, especially because he didn't bring Iron Jugulis to click the Dark moves or anything like that, so I feel okay with this. We'll see. Dragon Pulse. Let's see if he's Assault Vest. Doesn't seem to be Assault Vest. He's going to go for the Ice Punch, but we should take that very well. And we'll get our leftovers back as well. Definitely seems to be very bulky. I don't know about the Assault Vest, but our play is just to go ahead and click Dragon Pulse again. Alright, so Dragon Pulse is going to come off again, and this should go ahead and pick up the... It doesn't pick up the kill on Iron Hand, so we just got, like, very weird rolls there. No freeze, please. Oh my god, why did I have to say no freeze, please? Why did I have to say no freeze, please? Not like this. I'm gonna Dragon Pulse again, see if we can thaw out turn 1. So he's actually gonna withdraw. What are we gonna see here? Potentially a Uxie? Yeah, I think that's Uxie, right? Yeah. Do we get a... Okay, we got a turn 1 thaw. At least we got a turn 1 thaw. How much is Snarl? How much is Dragon Pulse doing? Around 45%, I'd say. Do we think this thing is potentially Colbur Berry? I do think that could very well be the case. The thing is, if I go for a Snarl, well, if I go for a Snarl, then, yeah, he was Colbur Berry. I was thinking if I go for a Snarl, then at least I'll weaken the Psychic, so it shouldn't be able to hit me too hard. So he's just gonna go for a Psyshock. We should be able to take this relatively okay. 313 down to 203, yeah, okay. We take that relatively okay. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and go for a Dragon Pulse. Oh, so he's actually going to preserve this. Okay, what's taking this Dragon Pulse then? In comes Tali, so I think that's the, yeah, that's the Iron Hand. So he's sacking off his Iron Hands instead of sacking off his Yuxi. I respect that. I respect that. I think we should basically just see like a Dragapult come out here right now. I think Dragapult would basically scare me out. So yeah, Lacazette is the, is in fact the Dragapult. Okay, I think I'm gonna go Clodsire. I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna see from this Dragapult. He did bring Banded last week, but I don't think Banded makes too much sense this week, unless he's like Banded U-turn, which obviously that could potentially work, but I was more so expecting like a special set. But that did from 415 to 449, so we'll see if we can get any information from that. Okay, so he does seem to be a negative special attack. No, a negative, yeah, a negative attack nature is what I wanted to say. So he brings in this thing, very obviously annoying that this thing is in here, essentially because I don't have any way to like kill it, and he'll be able to potentially set up rocks. I am contemplating switching out here, potentially even to our Houndstone, considering that Iron Hands is dead. Houndstone becomes a lot more expendable, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna go Houndstone, and Shadow Sneak should be able to then pick it off, because he's not leftover, so he won't be getting that. So he's actually just gonna go ahead and U-turn again. Okay, fair enough. He's just clicking U-turn a bunch. So he has U-turn, he has Psyshock. I'd expect him to have rocks, but to be honest, if he didn't go for rocks there, like I feel like that was a free opportunity for him to go up rocks. We'll see what he might be able to do. So he's gonna go into Lopez, which is the Vaporeon, if I remember correctly. In fact, it is. I actually think I just want to go hard Iron Valiant, because I mean, I could go Claude, but if this thing starts setting up Calm Minds and stuff like that, that is not something I want to deal with, even though I do have an Unaware Claude. But, you know, it's kind of like Vaporeon would beat it anyways, because if it's not Fizz Def, then if it's not Unaware, then it's Water Absorb and it would lose to Surf. So I wouldn't be super surprised to see a Calm Mind Vaporeon here. So we'll see what he decides to do. If we see an Iron Defense, but then, like, he might miss out on coverage. So, I don't know. Well, let's wait and see what he decides to do. He's just going to go for the Surf straight away. 289 to 184. That did a decent chunk of damage. I feel like Spirit Break is very free here, so that's exactly what we're going to click. If he wants to sack off his Yuxi now, he can. So, he's just going to decide to stay in. Okay, so Spirit Break is going to do about 40-ish%. We will lower his special attack, which is always good. And he's just going to go for another Surf. That is okay. Brings me down to 112. I think a Leaf Blade will kill him now, considering how much that Spirit Break did. He seems to be Spadef, so we're just gonna go ahead and click Leaf Blade now. He's actually gonna withdraw. Okay, who are we going out into? That's the Volcarona. Okay, so Leaf Blade is not going to do anything. Is this game going to burn me? No burn. Okay, we're gonna go straight out into Heatran. Keegan's a good player. I know he's not going to like have nothing for it, so I'm expecting like a bit of a more utility-based Volcarona with like U-turn and stuff like that. You might even just double out into Orion, to be honest. But we'll see what he decides to do. We will see. Yeah, so he's just gonna go for the U-turn. So that's kind of like what I was expecting, more so in prep, like a more utility-based Heatran. Not Heatran, Volcarona, because it really cannot do anything to beat my Heatran. So as long as I keep this thing alive, the Volcarona shouldn't really ever be a problem. He's just going to go back out into the Vaporeon. Vaporeon is definitely throwing up a wish here. But we will go Iron Valiant once again. Getting up hazards would be nice, so I can like figure out if the Dragapult is boots, because Volcarona is definitely going to be boots. Like, he might just throw up a wish in the air. He might attack expecting me to taunt him. I don't know, one of the two options. He's just gonna Baton Pass again. Okay. This should bring the Volcarona out, I feel like. But I do think I'm just gonna knock the Volcarona. He's gonna bring out the Dragapult. Okay, this is going to be a good opportunity for us to learn what Dragapult is going to do. This could be good to keep the low kicks in check, because he cannot first impression me, so maybe I do want to save this a little bit longer. I think I'm going to make the Clodsire play one more time, and then that way next time, if we're ever in this situation, I'll feel a little bit more comfortable. He's just gonna go ahead and withdraw. Is he going to go out into Vaporeon? No, Barcola, which is the Volcarona, right? Yeah, Volcarona is gonna come in here. Okay, we're gonna go back out into Happy. I was very close to clicking knockoff there, but I didn't really want to anyways. It's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and get up a Spike. I do expect him to just U-turn. He's just going to go straight for a Psychic. Okay. Should be able to eat this. 449 down to 303. Yep. We take that relatively well. And we'll just go ahead and get up a Spike. I feel like I'm just going to go ahead and fire off an Earthquake because I expect him to U-turn out, to be honest. Yeah, because Heatran was a very obvious play. So I probably shouldn't have gone for Earthquake, though, because he has a Uxie. Yeah, that might have been, I may have clicked that without thinking too much. May have clicked that without thinking too much. He's just going to go back out into Uxie. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. But we'll get a little bit more of leftovers, so I think it's okay. I can come in on Vaporeon and get all my health back anyways. If he wants to go for a Psyshock, then he's free to go for a Psyshock, but I think I'm just going to make my Houndstone play once again. Again, don't really need Houndstone for anything in particular for this matchup, so I'm feeling okay with just throwing Houndstone out there. And we're just going to see a U-turn. Okay, now's the time I'm wishing I was Rocky Helmet, because this Uxie would have been dead so long ago, but I went leftovers because Iron Hands was clicking Earthquake against me and not really doing, not really touching me. So leftovers was just the better move here. Actually, the Vaporeon's going to come out. Okay, is Vaporeon heavy-duty boots? Vaporeon is, in fact, heavy-duty boots. Good to know. Good to know. Body Press really isn't doing that much, but neither is Surf, so I just don't want him to go ahead and click Baton Pass for free against me, so I'm just going to go ahead and Body Press. We're actually faster than it, of course we are, because, you know, so he's just going to go for a Wish. Okay, I'm going to Roar, I think. If I'm him and I have a Wish up in the air, I am Baton Passing out into a Mon that I want to be wished up, so I'm gonna Roar. I just want to phase his team around a little bit. So he is going to withdraw. Okay, I expect the Uxie to come in here. Barkla, no, that's the Volcarona, right? Yeah. Are you Boots? You are in fact Boots as well. Okay, so we're gonna Roar. Just please don't bring out the Uxie. Bring out like the Dragapult. I don't know. Yeah, Dragapult or Low Kicks. Bring one of them in. Brings in the Vaporeon. Okay, I think Vaporeon's gonna catch the Wish, but I mean, that's okay. I'm just going to keep on clicking Body Press, I think, because I just don't want him to get a Wish up in the air. So Body Press is doing around 25%, I'd say. He's going to go ahead and Wish. That's okay. I feel like he's going to want to stay in and catch this Wish, actually. So what did he try to bring in before? He tried to bring in the Volcarona, yeah. I'm going to go out into our Clodsire, because I feel like he's going to want to catch this Wish with Vaporeon, and he might just stay in and Surf. Yeah, he's just going to go for Surf, and we're going to get our Water Absorb. He's going to catch his Wish anyways, but I think it's okay. There's no point in setting up Spikes because, well, actually, if I can then come in, knock off the Boots, that would be very, very good for me if I can knock off the Boots on any of these Mons. So I am just going to go ahead and click Spikes again. I expect him to click Baton Pass. He's just going to click Wish. Okay, then he's going to Baton Pass, I feel like. I feel like then he's going to go for the Baton Pass. So we'll set up another round of Spikes. What does Heatran, like, he doesn't... Yeah, I feel like Heatran is probably the better play here. There's no way he clicks Surf in front of a Clodsire, so he's definitely just going to click, Baton Pass. And I feel like Heatran allows in the least amount of things. Yeah, he's just going to go ahead and Baton Pass. That's what I expected. If he wants to go into a Dragapult, he might be like Specs with, no, he's just going to go into, yeah, the Uxie, which is very, very much respected. A respected play, but I do want to get Rocks up because if I can knock off Boots on stuff, that will be absolutely beautiful. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and set up Rocks. Is he going to get up Rocks of his own is the question. Yeah, he does just get his Rocks up. So we're going to go ahead and Magma Storm now, and he probably just ends up clicking U-turn, but I do want to click Magma Storm, I think. Magma Storm, if we hit, is going to be a good move to click. There we go. Magma Storm hits. Should do a decent chunk to this. No, that's Spadef Uxie. That is Spadef AF. Are you clicking U-turn? Yeah, he does just click U-turn. Okay. Uxie's going to take Stealth Rocks when it comes in, so it's okay. I feel like we're just slowly like chipping everything down into range of what we need, so it is okay. He's definitely clicking Surf here, I think, or he might just click Baton Pass. I need to be able to like get a free switch into Iron Valiant so I can click Knockoff on a bunch of stuff. That's what I need to do. He definitely clicks Baton Pass here, and the problem with him clicking Baton Pass is that it's going to constantly like allow him to get momentum on me. I don't exactly want to let my Hydreigon go down, so I'm just going to make the safe play into Clodsire again. I don't want to let Hydreigon go down because it should still be able to take a hit from the Dragapult. It should still be able to take a hit from the Low Kicks as well, so he's just going to go ahead and click Surf. Okay, we're healthy again, which is awesome. And now he should definitely go ahead and click Baton Pass. I wish I had Toxic on this thing still, bro. I changed it for Toxic Spikes, which is definitely unfortunate. I think I'm going to go Iron Valiant. might be a misplay, but I think he's just going to baton pass. I feel like he's just going to baton pass. And if he baton passes into Volk, I will 100% click knockoff and we will get rid of that thing's boots. Yeah, he's just going to go ahead and click baton pass. Okay. All right, in comes the Dragapult again. Is this thing boots? It is boots as well. Okay, so everything is just boots on this team. Just super annoying when, you know, I hazard stacked so much. Thinking, do I want to click knockoff here? Do I think he's just going to U-turn? He U-turned the other time, so I feel like he'll do it again. He's going to withdraw. Okay, perfect. We get a knockoff on something. We are going to get a knockoff on something. That's going to be the Volcarona, which is great because next time this thing comes in, it's going to take so much damage. Unless he just decides to terrestrialize it right now, which in fairness, he might. He might just go for a roost anyway. So I think I'm going to take this opportunity to go out into my Hydreigon. I feel like he thinks my Iron Valiant is scarfed. So if I can keep playing it that way. Actually, I switched up moves. I'm pretty sure I switched up moves before. Yeah, so he's just going to go for a Psychic. Okay, so he's going to catch that prediction. Is this going to kill me? Not quite. Is this thing going to be faster than me is the question. We're just going to go ahead and click Snarl anyways, lower his special attack. Yeah, so he's just going to go ahead and click Psychic again. Okay, so our Hydreigon's going to go down to the Volcarona, which is okay. I just didn't want to, I just didn't want my Heatran coming in here in case he went for like a U-turn again, and that did lose me a little bit of momentum. So I feel like the obvious play is just going out into Heatran, so that's exactly what we're going to do. And I'm going to go ahead and just click Magma Storm. Vaporeon probably comes in here. But if we can get a Magma Storm on it, I think that will be very, very handy. Yeah, Vaporeon's going to come off. Okay, so hopefully we hit this Magma Storm. We do hit the Magma Storm. Okay, perfect. This is going to do a decent chunk coupled up with the Magma Storm thing. Yeah, that's decent damage. That is very decent damage. I think Iron Valiant is the play. Actually, I don't think it's the play. I think I messed that up. I definitely think I messed that up. I definitely think I messed that up because he's free to click Surf if he wants. He's very free to click Surf if he wants. No, he's just going to click Baton Pass. Okay, that is okay with me. That is okay with me. And this is going to be the, this is going to be the low kicks. So first impression probably kills me from here. Yeah, first impression does about 30-ish%. I think we're just going to go into our Houndstone. He might just click U-turn, but at the same time, I feel like that's a bit risky. Yeah, so he's just going to first impression. That's going to do absolutely no damage. This thing was also Boots, bro. Is this Boots the team? Boots the freaking team, bro. Maybe I did like prioritize hazards too much and that maybe wasn't the play. I feel like Roar is just a good play because, yeah, he's just going to click U-turn. So he's not, of course he's not banded. Like, he's freaking Boots. I knew that. So in's going to come this thing. Bro, if this thing didn't have Boots, it would be taking so much damage. That is annoying. What comes out now? It's just the Uxie. Okay, Uxie's going to take a little bit of damage from the rocks. In fact, it is. This thing doesn't have recovery, so I definitely want to Shadow Sneak it, I think, because he might just go for U-turn. So we're going to go ahead and click Shadow Sneak. Yeah, so this should do a decent amount of damage. Yeah, that did about 25-ish%, which is good. It's going to click U-turn. Bro, if I had Rocky Helmet on this thing, I had Rocky Helmet on it the entire week, and I removed it this morning for leftovers, bro. Just going to go back out to Vape. Vape probably clicks Surf here, I think, or Baton Pass. I'm clicking Body Press. This should do like 25-ish%. Yes, in fact, it does. He's just going to go ahead and throw up a Wish in the air. I'm going to Roar. He's just going to go ahead and click Surf. Oh, that's a crit. That is unfortunate. That is a critical hit. And in comes the Dragapult. Does he go for U-turn, knowing I might be able to Shadow Sneak him? I don't know. I'm going out into Iron Valiant. I don't think he U-turns here. You're just going to want to hard switch out here. And you're going to go out into this thing. Okay. He was just kind of like sacking this thing off, I think. Yeah, he was just sacking it off. We're switching anyways. So yeah, he's just going to go back out into this thing, which is not Boots. Super unfortunate. Which is Boots, I mean. Super unfortunate, of course. I'm going to go Heatran, I think. I think I need to make this aggressive play. I think I need to go Heatran. I feel like Low Kicks does get like Low Kick or something because it's literally its name. First impression should definitely come out here. Yeah, that's going to put me down to 191. I'm going to go ahead and click Magma Storm. He's probably clicking Low Kick and killing me though. Like even if he's Adamant Max, he's faster than me. So he's just going to go ahead and click U-turn. Okay, that's going to do a decent chunk. But this should allow me hopefully to pick up a kill on something, I think. Out comes the Uxie out. Okay. Do we hit this? Magma Storm, we do hit. Okay. Magma Storm does hit, and we kill the Uxie. All right, out comes the Dragapult again. I feel like the Dragapult's just going to go ahead and click U-turn, but I'm going to go back out into Clodsire, and at least this way I can just click Earthquake a lot because Oopsie's gone now. We'll see what he clicks. Just going to click Surf. Okay, and we are, in fact, Water Absorb, which is great. So, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and click Earthquake now. We'll see if this thing is choiced. Not choiced. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Earthquake should do a decent damage to a lot of things that want to come in here. All right, we'll see how much this wants to do to Vaporeon. Probably does like 30-ish% though. That is good damage. That is very good damage. Feel like I just click Earthquake again, right? Because he can't Surf me. He's gonna Ice Beam. Should be able to eat this. No Freeze though, please. Okay, 1 Freeze is enough for me, bro. 1 Freeze is actually enough for me. All right, out comes this thing. Okay, I think this time around I'm going to go out into my Heatran, and I think I'm going to let my Heatran go down because I think Clodsire is a very good way of potentially winning this game. So I don't want him to weaken down my Clodsire too much. So he's just going to go for a Shadow Ball. We're actually going to live that, which is awesome to know. And I'm just going to go ahead and click Heavy Slam, but this thing definitely dies now. No, he's just going to go for the Shadow Ball again. Okay. He's just going to go for Shadow Ball again. And I think this means I can go out into my Tyranitar. A Surf probably will not be doing all that much damage. Yeah, that should be doing like 30%, which should still put me outside of range of a first impression from the other dude. Dragon Dancing, I think, is not the play here. I think the play is, in fact, just to click Crunch. We'll see how much Surf does. He's actually just going to click U-turn. That's going to do 100 damage. We should be able to live more of those. Crunch, I mean, I did contemplate clicking Rock Blast, to be honest, and maybe that was the play because now Low Kicks is able to come in here, but Low Kicks should still take a decent chunk of damage from this Crunch. Yeah, that still does decent damage. I think now I also sack my Iron Valiant. I don't think it's really doing much here. Man, if I Rock Blasted there, I actually won the game. Should I have Rock Blasted there? It didn't kill Tyranitar, but I feel like Tyranitar can't, like, Dragapult couldn't click anything. Oh, he missed the Axe Kicks. Yo, I am sorry for that, Keegan. That's actually very, very big. That is actually very, very big. I am sorry for that. I'm sorry. I think that locks us the game. I think that locks us the game because I think we can Shadow Sneak and kill this thing. I think that's going to seal it for Keegan. I mean, for us against Keegan. Yeah, because Shadow Sneak's going to kill there, and then I can Shadow Sneak the Dragapult on the following turn, and then I can go out into one of many things that might be able to kill it. So that is unfortunate. We do live on 4% too. Probably going to be doing 30-ish% if I had to guess. Not exactly sure on his investment, but Shadow Sneak is definitely the play. Yeah, so Sneak's going to come off, and that's going to do, yeah, around 30-ish%. He's going to click Surf. That's going to kill us. Of course, we are at 4 HP. And I want to go out into Tyranitar and see if we can give the last kill to Tyranitar. Because we should be able to live. Yeah, we absolutely live anything he wants to go for. So we're going to let Bad Trade come in here, and we are going to click Crunch. We are going to click Crunch, and this should seal the deal. So he's going to go and click Draco, and he's going to miss the Draco. Oh, no. Oh, no. To be fair, that was never killing me, even with a crit, unless he was modest. But I know what it is like to rely on Draco Meteor to bail you out and win the game, and then it misses. I.e., check out my week 1 game against Dr. Slacking.